She stood calmly in front of the mirror, fixing her earrings with the same nonchalance someone might show while choosing an outfit for a casual dinner. I was on the couch, lacing up my shoes, thinking we'd head out for a quiet meal. It had been a draining week, and I figured some time together would help us reconnect. But instead, without hesitation, she turned to me and said, "I have plans. A date." She said it so plainly, like she was mentioning a meeting or a grocery run, like her words didn't just tear a hole in everything we'd built. I froze, literally stopped moving, thinking maybe I misheard her. We'd been together for 3 years. 3 years of shared holidays, lazy Sundays, sickness and care, quiet fights that always ended with held hands and whispered apologies. And now she was telling me, like it was nothing, that someone else was in the picture. I managed to say something, just "Excuse me?" But it came out sharper than I intended. She glanced at me through the mirror, cool and detached, as if she were stating the weather. I said, "I have a date. We're not really together anymore, right?" Her tone was flat, dismissive, like what we had didn't require a real ending. That offhand shrug she gave me, it was a final blow. I felt something shift inside, something collapse. She wasn't confused. She knew exactly what she was doing, positioning herself as the one who had moved on first, downplaying the depth of what we had, making it look like she had already emotionally left. I stood, walked slowly toward the door, grabbed my keys. She gave me this tiny smile, like she thought I'd chase after her, plead for us to talk. But I didn't. I looked at her, really looked at her, and calmly said, "That's fine. I just wasn't sure how to tell you that I've been seeing someone too." Her smile cracked instantly. Her eyes widened, and for once, she didn't have a snarky reply waiting. There it was, the shock, the doubt, the sudden tight clutch of her purse. "You're lying," she said, but the edge in her voice had dulled. "I don't need to lie." I told her. I met someone. Someone who listens when I speak. Someone who doesn't scroll through her phone while I try to open up. I didn't cross any lines. Until now. I didn't want to hurt you. But clearly, that wasn't something you worried about. I stepped toward the door and opened it gently. She didn't say anything. Her mouth was slightly open, but the words didn't come. For the first time in a long time, I saw doubt in her. Maybe she realized she wasn't as over it as she had convinced herself to be. I walked out, didn't slam the door. Just a soft click. A quiet end to whatever we had left. I didn't text. Didn't block her. Didn't check to see what she posted. I just let her sit with it. The knowledge that maybe this time she wasn't the one in control. A week passed. Then came the text. Just one word. "Hey." I didn't answer. What could I say? That she broke something and I put the pieces back, just not in the same shape? That the guy she thought would chase her had finally learned how to walk away? Life kept moving. I started seeing the other woman, slowly, carefully. No games, no drama. Just something real. And the more time I spent with her, the more I realized how exhausting it had been to stay in something that constantly felt like tiptoeing through glass. Every now and then, my mind drifts back to that moment, her tone, her shrug, how she said it like it didn't matter. Maybe she did go on that date. Maybe it went terribly. Or maybe she stayed home, replaying my words, realizing too late that she wasn't the only one who could walk away without looking back.